Hi, and welcome to the J&R Marine Weekly Report. The date is Sunday, January 18th, 2026. My name is Kobe, and this is episode 8. Let's get into the weekly achievements and failures of the RC boat community. Welcome back to the studio, everybody. Welcome back. I want to say thank you, everybody, for posting your videos and making an effort to get out there. I know it's wintertime and I know it's not easy. I know it's raining, it's windy, it's snowing, it's frozen over in a lot of places. So everybody that's going out there and constantly putting out videos, thank you. That is much appreciated. Absolutely. With that said, guys, we're going to start this week off because we have a very exciting week in the RC boat community. This week, we had some carnage. We had some triple-digit speed passes. We had some ovals. We had some builds. And every single one of these decisions were not easy to make. I will tell you that right now. They were not easy to make because everything was so close, in my opinion. But here we go. We're going to start it off with blowover of the week. Blowover of the week comes with the Blackjack 24 ripping down the canal, doing an acrobatic blowover and actually landing it is Trey's Toys with the Blackjack 24. Now, I want to touch on this real quick that we really appreciate what Trey's dad is doing and making the effort and constantly pushing the envelope, having his kid Trey push that envelope and teaching him the trials and tribulations as to what it takes, to achieve a goal and a challenge. So thank you for that. And thank you for the most part of getting this younger generation into a hobby that's absolutely in its infancy still. Absolutely in its infancy. And I say that like RC boating has been around for years and years, right? But fast electric RC boating has not. In the past 10 to 15 years, even I would say, I'm going to argue and say 5 to 10 years, the level of RC boating, I've said this before, has gone up significantly. Brushless motors, LiPo batteries are being innovated and upgraded every single day. My point to all this is that back in the day, to get a kid into RC boating wasn't as easy. You're getting him a pool toy, and that's kind of where it is. He's not really getting into nitro boats unless he's a teenager, at least something like that, who's already been into nitro cars and stuff, or you have a father that's into RC boats at the time. With that said, getting the kids into an electric hobby that's now very performance oriented is a lot easier than it was back in the day. So to see these kids actually enjoying this hobby, in my opinion, it means a lot to me and it means a lot to the community, because all it means is that in the future, this hobby, this lifestyle is just going to grow. With that said, Trey's Toys, you get the award for blowover of the week. Carnage. Let's stick with some carnage, boys. So this week, crash of the week, like I said, all these were incredibly hard. We had some crashes this week, guys. We had some crashes. But this week, crash of the week comes straight from Thailand with a gas boat coming right around the bend and losing it, going right up onto the shore. Boom, boom, boom. And not hitting anybody, right? Could have hit the cameraman, could have hit the driver. Very spectacular crash, guys. So crash of the week goes to RCX TV straight from Thailand. Appreciate you posting that video. It was very, very interesting to watch and spectacular. So with that said, keep it up. We like the carnage. We like the action. Speaking of action, guys, we had an action-packed week. And action is what we like. Carnage is what we like. So if we're talking action, video of the week is full of action. Video of the week is a real deal RC surfer, not the Kyosho RC surfer, the real deal RC surfer made by Formulation in Australia, running a beautiful, beautiful RC surfer abusing the shore break. So video of the week goes to Bro RC Surfer, who goes by Formulation on YouTube. He's got a bunch of videos. He does a lot of things with boats as well, guys. He's got a bodyboarder as well, but he used to build this surfer, and he posted a video of him ripping the shore break, aerials, cutbacks, off the lips. Super cool. I enjoyed every single second of that video. I think I watched it 3 or 4 times. So video of the week goes to Bro RC Surfer. Thank you for posting that. Really appreciate that. And hope to see that surfer snaking some waves from some, in some future videos real soon. That was amazing in my opinion. Next up, guys, action. We had some action with some ovals this week. Ovals of the week comes from Northern Lights Model Boat Club ripping a Warpath Pro outrigger. This thing was absolutely laying down some hot laps. So 2 weeks in a row now, Northern Lights Model Boat Club holding down ovals of the week. Thank you for posting these videos. Keep it up. I'm enjoying watching them. You did have a blowover this week, and it was nice, but it did not make the cut. We gave it to Trey's Toys instead. What can I say? You got to do better next time. But you did get ovals of the week. So thank you, Northern Lights Model Boat Club. Really appreciate that. Guys, action, 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 action. Pass of the week comes with a green carbon TFL Zonda running excess of 100 miles an hour, clocking at 109 mile an hour pass. It is Gen 1 power with a green carbon TFL Zonda running 6S, looking good, looking fast, looking clean. Keep it up. Thanks for posting that. So we're going to tone it down a bit, guys, and we're going to talk about build of the week. It's wintertime. We got a lot of builds going around. There were a bunch of builds on YouTube that I saw that were very good, up to par, incredible, if I might add, actually. But build of the week came down to 2 different builders, and only one took the cake. And I'll tell you what, guys, it was not an easy decision to make, but build of the week comes with a catamaran being put together from 2 pieces without a jig, and that goes to Ironclad RC. He beat out Tremendous RC from his 6-foot sport fisher that he's 3D printing. And I'm going to argue that what Ironclad did, mating these 2 pieces of that catamaran together without a jig, is incredibly challenging. I can't stress enough how challenging that is without a jig, without being able to clamp it with bolts. When we put a boat together, we have 2 pieces, which are basically, let's just call it 2 pieces of plywood. And then when you mate those together, there are dowels in there that guide and lock everything in so that it's not all janky when you close it. And then there's wing nut bolts that you lock in and close this and clamp it all together super tight. What Ironclad was able to do on a piece of, basically just on a table with some clothespins and some minimal clamps, absolutely amazing. Which is why, in my opinion, that won the award for build of the week with the Drifter Catamaran. So Ironclad, keep up that boat. I'm looking forward to seeing that thing in the water. That thing is really cool. And I'll tell you what, Tremendous RC, that sport fisher is going to be absolutely amazing when it's done. It's going to be one of those on another level type builds. So keep it up. We're looking forward to seeing that. But Ironclad, this week you got build of the week. With that said, guys, that wraps up our award show. We had blowover of the week, crash of the week, video of the week, ovals of the week, pass of the week, and build of the week. Nothing else. That was no smoke shows, right? No smoke shows. So step it up. Like I said, guys, step it up. I did see a smoke show from someone from the boat gang, but it wasn't in a boat, so you didn't make the cut. Sorry, buddy. Anyways, with that said, guys, we're not going to talk too much anymore about the awards, and we're going to touch on something that J&R Marine is actually very excited about. I mentioned this last week. We are going to be heading out to Havasu for the annual Havasu race hosted by the local club. I don't know their name, but it's in District 19, and we will be in the Havasu Channel underneath London Bridge running laps. The C32 Cats will be racing in a P limited class Sunday, 3 heat races. And I'm not going to be racing these guys. These two cats are going to be donated to Namba, and they will be raffled off by the hosting club to 2 winners, and those winners will enter those boats on Sunday into the P limited heat race. So that's very exciting. And if you guys are in the area, like I said, come by. I'll have some merch there. I'll have some t-shirts. I don't know if you guys have seen my t-shirts, but here are some of them right now. And you know, we'll be there. We'll be having some fun. We'll meet some people. Hopefully you guys are, if you're local enough, make it down there. Come say hello. So guys, not much more to say other than thank you for tuning in. This is the J&R Marine Weekly Report. My name is Kobe, and we will see you next time.